Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And we are officially in the War Within. So the early access started today. I haven't actually played it all. I literally just logged in after recording my pet tame video last night. But I had a viewer ask who is relatively new to Marksman Hunter if I would make a very quick guide build, if you will, for leveling in the War Within. So I'm basically going to be real quick going over the talents that I'm going to be using in my build as I level. And then this is going to be real quick. I'll kind of go through some things. It's going to look very similar to my Mythic Plus build, but there'll be some fun little changes. And of course, this is obviously not set in stone. You can play however you want. But I just thought this would be kind of fun, and I've never actually made one of these before. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave me your feedback down below. I would really appreciate that. So looking over here on the left side of the tree, it's going to be pretty standard. There's a lot of really good utility. I've been talking about that all pre-patch long, but I'm going to go ahead and put some points in here to get your natural mending, your post haste, just like normal. The main changes that I'm going to be picking are going to be kind of around here because I'm going to be running with a pet. So you don't see it yet, but Grong or Ucklock will be my pet, which is a gorilla for most of my leveling experience. I mean, you guys see it all the time. When I have to lust, for example, I will pull out my gorilla. So I'm going to put my points in Tar Trap here. And then Tranquilizing Shot, just stuff that'll help me stay alive if Ucklock dies or Grong dies or whatever. But there's some other abilities for misdirection, like for example, No Hard Feelings. This is not something we would normally pick, but whenever you misdirect your pet, it takes 50% less damage. So might be a good way to do some bigger pulls if you are wanting to level very quickly. So I'm probably going to go ahead and put my point there in No Hard Feelings, Survival of the Fittest, and then I'm going to get my Interrupt. And then there's a few abilities in the tree that will increase your damage. You always want to pick those, including Explosive Shot and then Blackrock Munitions. 2 points there in Trigger Finger, 2 points in Keen Eyesight. Got I have like three points left, 2 points left to spend. So we're going to put Padded Armor and then Lone Survivor and then Intimidation. We're not going to pick Territorial Instincts because we're going to have a pet out. So then I'm going to go ahead and put my point in Camouflage, Born to be Wild, and Unnatural Causes, one of those abilities that does damage for us in our tree. Pick up our Binding Shot, I forgot to up here. And then I'm going to pick a point in Pathfinding because movement speed is always good, particularly when you're in caves, that sort of thing, as well as Trailblazer. Get you around just a little bit faster. Got 4 points left to spend. So Emergency Salve is something that could be good. It just depends on if how many poison and disease effects are out there in the leveling game. Otherwise, maybe you don't need to pick that one. Serrated Tip's going to increase your damage a little bit there. And then you have really like 2 points left to spend. For me, I've kind of just toiled around on where I was actually going to spend those. You could easily put that in, let's see here, like Disruptive Rounds. Let's see, you get that focus whenever you interrupt something with Counter Shot. So you can go to put your point there. And then, you want to put Scare Beast, Concussive Shot. There's just a ton of options. And like I said, this is just, for fun. So let's go ahead and put that point. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put that point in Entrapment. Yeah, let's do it. We haven't actually been running with Entrapment very much in Season 4 of Dragonflight, or the pre-patch for that matter. Okay, we'll save Sentinel for last because I'm actually going to be running as a Sentinel Marksman Hunter for most of the expansion. I do think that as stats continue to creep up throughout the expansion, Dark Ranger will be better, and Dark Ranger is actually the best right now, I believe, for PvP. So that's good to see that Dark Ranger is getting a little bit of love there. But over on the right side of the tree, pretty standard stuff when it comes to Mythic Plus. And I will put this entire build string down in the description of the video if you guys would like to check that out. So I got Precise Shots, Improved Steady Shot, Master Marksman, and then we've got to move to the other side of the tree. First off, we're going to pick that Multi-Shot, then Trick Shots, and then Rapid Fire, Streamline, Surging Shots, Penetrating Shots, and then Careful Aim, Fan the Hammer. And then we're going to pick Night Hunter, In the Rhythm, and then come over here to this side of the tree. Lock and Load, Serpent Stalker's Trickery, then Tactical Reload, Bullseye. And from there, this is going to be kind of an AoE build. We're going to be trying to pull as much as possible and do some really good damage there. So we're going to have volley. We're going to forego kill zone because we're going to lose our tier set relatively quickly. So kill zone's going to lose a ton of value there, unfortunately. And then I have one more point left to spend to get down to the last part of my tree. And this is the fun part because I'm not picking Lone Wolf because I'll be running with a pet. I'm going to pick Barrage. So I know you guys love Barrage. You love that rapid fire Barrage. So it may not get picked all the time since it is a 2-point ability, but what the heck, for the leveling experience, Barrage, rapid fire Barrage, we're going to do it. So then we're going to do True Shot, then Eagle Talons, True Focus, Calling the Shots, Unerring Vision, and then 2 points in Focused Aim, 1 point in Small Game Hunter, and 1 point in Salvo. And that does leave us 1 point, and this is the point where I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to put it. You could easily put that there in one of the ammos. I'm probably not going to pull ginormous amounts, so I probably don't want light ammo. So, this is somewhere where you could do, maybe a death blow, give yourself a little bit of single target damage, or bullet storm. For me, I don't know. Let's do some single target damage. How about that? So let's go ahead and put that point in Death Blow. Like I said, you can easily put that point in a bunch of other places. Bullet Storm, if you're going to be pulling consistently quite a few adds. If you want to pick one of the ammos, great. Totally fine. But this is what I'm going to go ahead and pick for this build. Again, just a fun leveling build. And then looking at Sentinel. So I'm going to go ahead and put you can pick most of the points. There's a few choice nodes. There's 3 to be exact. But I'm just going to do Don't Look Back there. Give us a little bit of shielding every time the Sentinel deals damage. And then Release and Reload there. And then for here, you get to pick between Sentinel Watch and Eyes Closed. I'm going to go ahead and pick Eyes Closed because that's guaranteed Sentinel stacks, which means it's potentially a shield to help you live a little bit longer. Then pick up that main talent, which is going to be Lunar Storm, where that's a lot of just complete passive damage thanks to Sentinel. And then we're going to go ahead and just put the rest of the points in the tree. I'm probably going to go left, then right, and then right down the middle. So Sentinel Precision there, Invigorating Pulse there, and then this is where you can pick as well. Crescent Steel's pretty good, but you're probably not going to be setting in that below 20% very long. So I'm probably going to go ahead and pick Overwatch there. In the middle here, I'm going to hope that things don't even get to me. So we're just going to do the sideline. Whoops, I just should put a point in that one first, huh? And then do sideline and then the Symphonic Arsenal. Again, this is just super fun. I just thought it would be kind of fun, and this was requested by a viewer. So always leave me your guys' request down below. If I can make it happen, I'll try to. And then just going over here, dude's been asleep over here for a few minutes. I had to get all my add-ons and updated, but the pet that I'll be using is going to be a gorilla. As long as it's not a mechanical gorilla, it's going to have that extra defensive ability just because it's a gorilla, and also it's going to have you be able to lust if you want to lust randomly when you're doing some big pulls out there questing. But thank you guys for checking out this video. Best of luck to you in the War Within. And by the way, speaking of Grong here, I did just post a pet tame video if you guys would like to check that out. Grong, officially as of the pre-patch, is now available to be tamed. Both the Horde version, as you see here, and the Alliance, which is going to be the undead Grong the Revenant. I hope you guys will check out that video. Consider subscribing to me here on YouTube and following me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Eggplant. I'm going to be live whenever I start my questing, maybe even tomorrow. I hope you guys will come and hang out for that. Otherwise, we're going to have some Twitch drops and stuff like that's going to start officially on the 26th when everybody else can start playing the game. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.